Hello, we are Melissa, Viana, and Stephanie. We hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about the comparisons and conclusion about Colombian and United Kingdom idioms. First, let's make a small introduction of the two countries. The United Kingdom is a sovereign and island country located in the northwest of continental Europe. It is a unitary nation composed by four nations: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, with a population of 66.65 million people. And Colombia is located in the extreme north of South America, made up of 32 departments with a population of more than 49 million people in its territory. Now, remember that an idiom is a commonly used expression whose meaning doesn't relate to the literal meaning of its word, and are classified as a figurative language, which is the use of language in an imaginative and unusual manner. They are used to complement the everyday life events. Many of the United Kingdom idioms have their origins in previous centuries' reigns and practices within the same territory, such as to read the riot act. It means to correct someone for behaving badly, with the intention of correct that person's behavior. For example, Taylor was making a lot of noise in class, so I read her the Riot Act. This idiom probably comes from the Real Riot Act, a law passed by the British government in 1714 to prevent rebel assemblies. Another is to spend a penny, which is said when a person needs to go to the bathroom, to the toilet. That's because in past, public toilets in England had coin-operated locks which cost one penny to open. On the other hand, Colombia shares linguistic roots with Spain, Portugal, and France. That's why several expressions have their origin there. Like las paredes tienen oídos, which is used to point out that you have to speak in a low voice or to make silence, so that what is going to be said is not heard for those you don't want to hear it. The history behind it is that in the 16th century, Catherine of Medici, Queen of France, had ducts and tubes in the walls of the palace to know everything that was going on there. Other is aquí hay gato encerrado, which is said when a person thinks that there is something hiding in a situation, because it was common during the Spanish Golden Age for money to be kept in bags made out of cat fur and kept hidden. Well, there are some idioms with the same meaning. The word which make up the expression is completely different because of history, culture, and thus the way how the people of each territory look their environment. Some examples are:
Let's start with actions speak louder than words. In Spanish, los hechos valen más que mil palabras. What someone actually doesn't mean more than what they say. For example, someone actually handing you a bunch of flowers, rather you saying, I'll get you some flowers tomorrow. The next one is beat about around the bush. In Spanish, irse por las ramas. A typical British saying meaning you are purposely avoiding the topic in the subject, not speaking directly about the issue. Well, the origin of this phrase lies in medieval hunting. During bird hunts, some participants could use the bird by breathing the bushes so that the others hunt them. So, a branch move away from the trunk to extend toward the sun and receive sun rays. They move away from the main thing to achieve their objective. To continue, you can judge a book by its cover. In Spanish, las apariencias engañan. It's a classic saying meaning one should not judge something or someone by how it looks. Remember, it was on inside the cones. The next one is curiosity killed the cat. In Spanish, la curiosidad mata al gato. Meaning being curious can lead you to an unpleasant situation. Finding an answer may, in fact, ruin the question for you. Finally, speak of the dead. In Spanish, hablando el rey de Roma. It is when talking about a certain person and that person appears. as if they knew you were talking about them. Nothing sinister is implied by this, and it's just a jokey way of referring to the person's appearance. In fact, many people using the phrase may not be aware that prior to 20th century, the term wasn't meant literally at all. The full forms goes like this: "Speak of the devil, and he will appear." The phrase originated in England, where it was and still is more often given as talk of the dead.
Okay, let's continue with other examples. One of them is que no llega no mama. The origin of this idiom comes from the graphic image of the little ones when they want something and climb our attention by crying. In English is quickly will gets the grease. Yeah, the phrase originates with the invention of automobile when people were new to this. Only grease when wheel squeaked. Yeah, see, since no one was used to maintaining cars often back then. The other example is to look like $1,000,000. It means you look fantastic. You look like you've dressed up fancy, like you are a rich person. For example, you can go to a party and you dress your best clothes. You put on makeup, and your friend see you, and he say or she say, "Oh my goodness, you look like $1,000,000." Yeah, something like that. Following the previous context, you arrive at the party. Yeah, you are dancing, you are drinking, but after a while, the drink is over, and your friend tells you, "Hey, hagamos una vaca." Yeah, in English, that idiomatic expression could be or is "let's chip in for a bottle." That is in British English. Okay, other example is to spill the beans. That means to tell a secret or to tell information that was supposed to be private. For example, "Hi Mom, how was my brother's party? What time did he arrive?" "What? Was your brother in a party?" "My brother." "Viviana, don't spill the beans. That supposed was a secret." Yeah, in Colombian words, my brother could say, "This is chismosa." Finally, lo que por agua llega, por agua se va is a popular idiom that teaches us that what is achieved without effort or without values is ephemeral or fleeting. In English, is easy come, easy go. It's something that happens easily, can be easily taken or destroyed, that comes to you with little or not effort or sacrifice. Yeah, it can go away with the same ease.
In conclusion, we could say idioms are a sample of the culture they have been created to communicate in the different regions and have been transmitted from one generation to another, adapting to the custom of the place where they are.
In some cases, they are analogies or comparisons with situations of daily life or human behaviors. It also responds to the perception about the customs, the territory, the food, and the forms of that place. That's all. Thank you.
Idioms have their origins in the previous centuries, practicing rhymes. Previous, okay.
In Spanish, los hechos.
Or without I whip the